welcome back to Fantasy Forge. I'm Cameron Holt, and today we're taking 3 more random Pokemon, infusing them with 3 random D&D monsters to create some new creatures for my homebrew world of Vassacre, as well as your homebrew worlds if you see fit to use them. Keep an eye on the horizon, because today they're getting big. Our first Pokemon of the day is Cubone. Cubone is a ground and sadness type Pokemon that wears its mother's skull like a helmet while beating other Pokemon with a club-like bone, also from its mother most likely. I don't know what's more depressing, its backstory or the fact that its backstory is shared with presumably hundreds of other Cubones. Curse Team Rocket and their murderous rampage, I'm looking at you, Giovanni. The D&D monster being melded with the sad dinosaur is the Zaratani. Zaratani are massive island-sized turtles. They sleep most of their lives, floating through the sea with open mouths, ready to reflexively swallow anything man-sized, and hoping they bump into a Zaratan of the opposite sex, for reasons. Together, they form the Zarabone. According to recent studies, these colossal amphibious reptiles never stop growing during their lifetime. A lifetime that is yet to be determined by the scholars of Vassacre. Like massive hermit crabs, they protect their soft bodies with the bones of their own kind, like an armored shell of calcium. The largest living Zarabone ever discovered was nearly 2 miles in diameter. What shocked researchers even further was the discovery that that Zarabone, which they had named Torrid the Wanderer, was adorned with a single skull of an even larger Zarabone. Our next Pokemon of the day is Kakuna, the bug and poison type Pokemon. Kakuna is the mid-evolution between one of the worst Pokemon ever, Weedle, and one of the greatest Pokemon ever, my boy Beedrill. Altogether, Kakuna is pretty useless, but look at him, he's wearing a little tie, it's adorable. The monster getting a mashup is straight from Volo's Guide, the Ki-Rin. These golden-scaled unicorn stags are naturally resistant to magic, fly without wings, and can read minds. Native to the celestial planes, Ki-Rin typically serve good-aligned deities and try to avoid combat if at all possible. But this is Fantasy Forge, and you know me, so let's dive in with the Kakuna. Tucked away within the whispering woods in the north of the enchanted forests of Hoston, the seasons change with the sun's journey across the sky. There are rumors of a slumbering creature encased in gold. Sightings of the Ki-Rin are said to be prodigies of luck and fortune. Many of the Whispering Woods denizens worship the shimmering chrysalis as a god, but those who get too close know better, albeit briefly. Many have entered the wood in search of the golden behemoth, but those unlucky enough to find the creature and attempt to harvest its golden scales have never been seen or heard from again. At least, no one yet. Our final Pokemon of the day is Zapdos, the legendary electric bird. Arguably the most dope of the three legendary birds, Zapdos spends its time chilling in abandoned power plants and having the pointiest design of the original 150 Pokemon. Okay, maybe it's tied with Sandslash, but I digress. Today, Zapdos will be fused with the Nightwalker. Okay guys, I'm super pumped about this one. The Nightwalker, particularly the version from Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes, is one of my favorite D&D monster designs of all time. The pose and rendering are fantastic, and I can say firsthand that it is a terrifying creature to come across in-game. A massive undead nightmare, Nightwalkers are 20-foot tall shades that can manipulate the power of the Shadowfell to create Bodax from humanoids. If you've never heard of Bodax, be sure to check out episode 2 of D&D Fusions. Jointly, they become the Zapwalker. Legends tell of an emaciated figure roaming the dunes south of Erkin. The inhabitants of the desert city are tough and hardened by the arid climate, as well as their society outside the borders of the Krexan Empire. A cratocracy where the strongest rule, there's no room for weakness. However, there are none among the Erkanites that do not fear the Zapwalker. Said to stand at 30 feet tall, the roaming undead giant wanders the desert like a lightning rod, calling down bolts of electricity from the surrounding skies, leaving trails of twisted glass in its sandy wake. The citizens of Erkin will defend their city from any invader, but even they will lay down arms and hide themselves away when thunder comes without rain. Thank you so much for watching. I think the Zapwalker might be my favorite monster from the series yet. Let me know in the comments which is your favorite, and don't forget to subscribe for more digital art and storytelling. You can also catch Fantasy Forge live on Twitch at twitch.tv/thefantasyforge for live art streams as well as gaming and more. I'll see you in the next video, but until then, stay safe out there, adventurers.